It's that time of year again where Starbucks rolls out their holiday beverages, and they are quite tasty. And if you're at all like me, you love them a whole lot. But the thing about these beverages is some of them are a good 400 calories or more. It's basically like drinking a meal, which is fine if you want to do that. But if you are somebody who is trying to lose weight, you are conscious of the calories you consume from beverages, this video is for you because I am going to give you some tips and tricks for making these drinks a lot more low calorie and friendly on the waistline. Stay tuned. Hello, I am Tina Haupert. I am the woman behind the Carrots and Cake brand, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here you're going to find me talking about healthy living, nutrition, fitness, hormones, minerals, and everything in between. So I'm glad you are tuning in today, and I hope you enjoy what I'm talking about today. Okay, so the first drink I want to highlight is the beloved pumpkin spice latte. Love them or hate them, I know they're very, very popular, but they're almost popular to a point where people don't like them or they get like a bad rap in a way. But the thing about a pumpkin spice latte, they're delicious, they're wonderful, but a grande is 390 calories. That is a whole lot of calories for a latte. So I actually have three options for this one. I have a low, lower, and lowest calorie option for you. So the first option here is a pumpkin spice cappuccino. So the traditional drink is a latte, and a latte is basically espresso, 3/4 of the cup with steamed milk, and then on top is whipped cream. So that combination is pretty caloric. And in the grande, there's 4 pumps of pumpkin pie syrup. Oh, that's a lot of sugar. So my low calorie option here is asking for a cappuccino. Cappuccino is espresso with half the cup filled up with steamed milk, and then the rest would be foam, which is like, you know, steamed foam from steamed milk, which is less caloric than the whipped cream. So you could do that and then ask for half the amount of syrup. So ask for 2 pumps of that syrup or 1 pump of that syrup. And then a lot of times behind the bar, they'll have like a pumpkin spice powder or cinnamon or something like that. That's a way that you can spruce up this option without adding a lot of calories. So that is number one. Option number 2 for a lower calorie option of the pumpkin spice latte is a pumpkin spice misto. And if you've never heard of a misto, it is one of my favorite go-to beverages. For the pumpkin spice misto option, it is half steamed milk and half black coffee. So obviously you're gonna have less milk in there. And you know, the typical, if you just ordered a pumpkin spice latte, they're gonna make it with whole milk. Whole milk is great and wonderful. It's got that fat in it. It can be really satisfying. But if you're looking for a low calorie option, you can ask for the steamed milk to be non-fat milk. I think that's always a good option, or almond milk. Both of those are much more low calorie and taste just as delicious in my opinion. And you can ask for less syrup. So the traditional grande pumpkin spice latte has 4 pumps of pumpkin spice syrup in it. And so for the misto, you could ask for 1 pump or 2 pumps even. And that is definitely gonna cut down on the calories in that drink. And then also, if you ask for it without whipped cream and just have the foam on top, that's another way that it's gonna be a bit more low calorie. Also delicious. And the lowest calorie option I have for the pumpkin spice latte is a black coffee or a black cold brew or iced coffee. This is again another one of my favorites. And then just asking for 1 or 2 pumps of that pumpkin spice syrup, and then ask for it black. And then when you get to the bar where you can add your milk and whatnot, just add a splash of heavy cream, splash of milk, whatever you want in there. And then you can always top it with cinnamon if it's there as well. So that's another go-to for me because I love coffee. I don't love all the sugar. It doesn't make me feel great. I definitely feel that blood sugar spike. So I try to keep things low sugar when I'm having coffee in the morning. Okay, so hopefully I didn't confuse you there. Just to recap the 3 options for the pumpkin spice latte: low, lower, and lowest. Low would be the cappuccino option, lower would be the misto option, and lowest would be the black coffee or cold brew or iced coffee option. So hopefully you guys like these options. I almost feel like I need to create like a cheat sheet for you. But this is exactly what I do with my coffee. And once you've ordered this drink once, you'll be a pro at it. You can order it again and again. So don't feel overwhelmed by this. And hopefully you found this direction helpful as far as ordering your next pumpkin spice latte at a lower calorie level. The next beverage that I have for you is the caramel brulee latte. And that is another heavy hitter. It's 400 calories for the 16 ounce. That is literally a meal in a cup. Oh my gosh. So for this one, very, very similar to the previous latte, the pumpkin spice latte. You could do a lot of the same things. You can make it into a cappuccino, so there's less milk. You can switch up your milk options. You could go with a non-fat milk instead of whole fat. You can do almond milk. I think that's a good option too. You can also opt for the misto option, which again is one of my favorites. Also cheaper. You pay less money for that. So those are the typical options. If you're somebody that really likes espresso, you can go with an Americano, and you can make that a hot Americano or an iced Americano. I'm the weirdo. I live in Boston. I drink iced coffee year round. It can be 5 degrees outside. It can be -5 degrees outside. And I am drinking some sort of iced coffee beverage all year long. But my only point here is that an Americano is espresso plus water, hot water or cold water plus ice, depending on what you want. But for the creme brulee latte, that syrup is really thick and wonderful. It tastes wonderful. It's very caloric, but you could make a grande Americano with 1 or 2 pumps of that creme brulee syrup. You could have it black and then, take it to the milk bar and add just a splash of cream or milk or something in there, or ask the barista to do it. If you really wanted to make it fancy, you could ask for some foam on top. And a lot of times a barista will do that. So they'll make the Americano and then just add a little bit of foam on top. And then I do believe that they have some sort of creme brulee topping or something like that you could add. A lot of the Starbucks will have the holiday topping, which is like just red and green sprinkles. So you could always add that on top just to make it a little bit more festive. And then of course, if you want the iced option, same thing, iced Americano with a pump of creme brulee syrup in there. You could have it black or just add a splash of cream or milk when you get to the bar. And then if you want sprinkles, you can always ask for the sprinkles. But lots of options with this one. These lattes, they don't need to be 1,000,000 calories. I really do think if you can play around with these customizations and really personalize it, you can find something that you really like. The next drink I want to highlight, because it's a personal favorite, is the iced sugar cookie latte. I mean, even just hearing that, it just sounds so delicious. So this one right off the menu, if you're getting a grande, is 140 calories. Not super caloric, but if you wanted to make it really low calorie, you could ask for it made with half the amount of syrup, 1 pump of syrup, and like I said, a little goes a long way. Ask for it black and then go to the bar and just do a little splash of half and half. It is delicious, and this is definitely my go-to. Actually, a little side story. My go-to was the eggnog misto, and I'm almost positive Starbucks doesn't offer it anymore. I actually had it all planned out, how to make the eggnog latte a lot more low calorie and how much I love the eggnog misto. And it was something I looked forward to all year long. And I realized that not every Starbucks offers that, and I guess for the past couple years they haven't offered it, so I'm a little heartbroken that I can't get this eggnog misto anymore, but you could definitely make it at home. Just hot coffee, a little bit of steamed eggnog on there. Delicious, delicious. I mean, eggnog is calorie bomb for sure, but man, it is so good this time of year. So if you like eggnog, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I love it. My son loves it. He actually has been calling it eggnull, which I think is hilarious. I don't know. He just missed the memo on eggnog. So EGGNUL. Eggnull. So we've been calling it eggnull in this house. But let me know. Let me know if you like eggnog or don't like eggnog. And let me know if your Starbucks is carrying the eggnog latte, because it's definitely a favorite and I'm really, really sad it is not available at my local Starbucks. One more thing to add about the iced sugar cookie latte if you wanted to make it really fun. So you could ask for the drink as it's, typically made, but ask for fewer pumps of the syrup, and then ask for the sweet cold brew foam on top. And then you could add the holiday sprinkles there. So It's not the lowest calorie option, but it's definitely festive and it's definitely tasty. So the final beverage I want to talk about is the Peppermint Mocha. And this is a favorite, I know, of a lot of people. My husband loves this one in particular. It's always his go-to drink around this time of year. But this one for a grande clocks in at 440 calories. That is caloric. This one, it's a little bit harder to make low calorie just because that mocha sauce is really caloric. It's also really delicious, but it's another one like that creme brulee sauce that a little goes a long way. So right off the bat, you can ask for less mocha, you can ask for 1 squirt of it, and you can ask for less peppermint. Peppermint is definitely a flavor. A little goes a long way. So this one you could make into the cappuccino, you can make into the misto. I think this one is probably the best as an Americano or a hot coffee. So for this, you can ask for a grande Americano, a grande hot coffee, and then ask for 1 squirt of or 1 pump of the mocha and 1 pump of the peppermint syrup. Obviously, if you want it a little more sweet, you can ask for 2 pumps. I think even that would be really tasty, but not super caloric. Again, those 2 flavors, a little goes a long way. And then of course, you can ask for it without whipped cream. You could also ask for light whipped cream. When I worked at Starbucks, I forgot to tell you guys, I worked at Starbucks. I was a barista for many, many years in high school and then my early days of college. I loved it. I loved working there. I thought it was a lot of fun. Anyways, you could always ask for light whipped cream. And I remember doing that back in my Starbucks days for customers and then also for myself. I just wanted a little of that whipped cream taste. But you could also ask for the foam here. Just ask for steamed milk with a little bit of foam in there. You could also add the holiday sprinkles on top or some just cocoa powder. A lot of times they'll have that behind the bar, so you can just ask the barista and you can put a bunch of cocoa powder on top so you get that chocolatey flavor without all of the calories. So I wanted to let you guys know what I personally ordered from Starbucks this morning. Obviously, I did a bunch of research for this video, trying to get you the best low calorie options and wanted to have a couple of props. So went to Starbucks this morning. They didn't have the eggnog misto. I was a little heartbroken. So what I ordered instead was a cold brew with the cinnamon cookie syrup. And I just asked for 1 pump and I asked for a black just to keep it simple. And then when I got home, I added a teeny bit of heavy cream in there and it is so delicious. That 1 pump of flavoring goes a long way. And then also I wanted something hot. So I ordered the exact same thing. Well, very, very similar. So I didn't order the sugar cookie latte. I ordered a sugar cookie misto. So it's half coffee, half steamed milk, with just 1 pump of that sugar cookie syrup. And I did go whole milk on this because there are good things about whole milk. Yes, it's very, very caloric, but all that extra fat in there could keep your blood sugar a little bit more stable. So it really kind of depends on you and your goals. And this was a treat for me. You know, I knew I was going to Starbucks. I was getting a holiday beverage, so I got the whole milk. But obviously you can get non-fat milk, you can get almond milk. There are definitely options here. And no whipped cream on here. I just did it straight up. So if you liked this video and you found it helpful, please take a second to like it and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. And of course, when you do like my videos, it helps other people find them. And you guys know, everybody wants to know what to drink at Starbucks that's not going to be a calorie bomb. So help out your friends and family. And finally, I have a great freebie for you. So if you're somebody that feels like they're struggling with how much sugar they're consuming, you might feel a little addicted to sugar, you know you need to get off the sugar roller coaster, I have a free 7-day sugar-free meal plan. So it comes with a sample meal plan, a week long, that helps you plan out what to eat that will help better balance your blood sugar and help you make healthier choices. It also comes with a grocery shopping list that you can print out or pull up on your phone and just go right through and buy exactly what you need for the week. And then it also comes with a bunch of whole food recipes that are high in protein, high in fiber, all the good things that are going to help balance your blood sugar and help you feel better as far as your sugar cravings go. So check it out, link below, sign up, and it will come right to your inbox.